Hello again, this is Leonomonn, welcoming you back to the A-10A Greg Gates playthrough of you on Squadron. Today we're tackling the water level here. Get our A-10A Thunderbolts 2 and get some weapons and head in. Again, this plane is really good for this level because there's a lot of enemies that come, well, not a whole lot, but there's quite a few enemies that come out of the water, and the boss is a battleship. Spoilers. But it's really good for, you know, handling the stuff on the ground so you don't get overwhelmed without having to fly around like a maniac, which is good because this plane isn't good for flying around like a maniac like some of the other ones are. Whoa, that was close. Like, it might just be me, but it seems to me like the Thunderbolt 2 moves around the slowest of all the planes, which can push you at a disadvantage sometimes. We just keep blasting our way through all the enemies. This game was actually ported to the Super Nintendo off of an arcade game. They did change some things, like which pilot you select at the beginning of the game determines which plane you use. Like Greg's plane was, oh, we're already at the boss. Now you want to come in and shoot up here to get a shield. Shields are really useful for boss fights. But yeah, oh crap. But yeah, as I was saying, this game was ported from the arcade to the Super Nintendo, and each pilot was stuck with a plane. Cosmo had the F-20, Skimone had the Tomcat, and Greg had the Thunderbolt 2, which is why I chose them specifically for the planes. Now here you want to Mega Crush so you can destroy all the little things on these planes so they can stop annoying you, because those missile launchers can get really frustrating. Then you shoot here, and extra weapons. Extra weapons, always a good thing. See, it refilled our weapons and gave us a little extra too. Now we want to stay level here and blast crap out of that. Now this boss, you defeat it by destroying like all the turrets and stuff on it. But we're not going to do that yet because there's a score star on this boss that you can only get after you've made after you're making like your second complete pass. But we are going to destroy these turrets. I recommend keeping the one that I kept alive, you know, in the fight, so that way it's easier. Of course, that makes like the boss fight boring for a minute. Alright, now in this pass is when you can get the score star. I'm on fire! No! No! Sorry, I'm weird. So yeah. Now you want to shoot this thing so you can get it out of your way. And then blast right about here and see that star came up. Now you just want to blast crap out of this thing, because if you shoot this thing it does damage to everything on the ship. And see, that's how you defeat the battleship, and that's how you get the star too, which gives you an extra $50,000, which is always nice to have. I wish I had an extra $50,000 in real life right now. Alright. So yeah, that was the Battleship Minx level. See you next time for some of the levels like that purple plane that moves across the thing. And as you can see, we've opened up the next two non-moving targets. But yeah.